Cold outreach saved gym launch during its hardest time during COVID. For context, within our portfolio, we do a total of 15,000 plus reach outs per day.
Alex Hormozi used cold outreach to save his business during its hardest time and now sends over 15,000 outbound messages per day to generate zillions of leads across his portfolio companies. So in this video, I'll ask $6,000 AI Alex Hormozi to run my cold outreach to see exactly what he would do. Now, this AI is not only trained on his 3 books, but it's also trained on over 2 years of consulting businesses and his new playbooks that came with the $6,000 package from his recent launch of $100 million money models. So this AI is actually really good. I've tested it out a bunch. It's amazing, and it's not just another ChatGPT wrapper. So we're gonna ask it to do a couple things for us that we'd normally have to come up on our own. So number one is we're gonna ask it to build out an amazing offer built specifically for cold traffic. Then we're gonna have it build out at least 5 variations of different scripts that we can test out. Then we're gonna ask it to tell us what the best way of finding leads is. And then we're gonna walk through how to get this all set up and actually start sending. So let's dive right in. All right, so first we need to fill out this onboarding form so that the AI has all our data. And for this video, we're gonna act as if we're a lead generation agency making around $10,000 a month. All right, so primary delivery type of our core offer is gonna be done for you because again, we are acting as if we are a lead gen agency doing around $10,000 a month. Primary delivery mechanism is gonna be services. Primary mode of advertising is gonna be cold outreach because obviously that's what we're gonna be asking it for help with. Lead getter is gonna be ourselves or employees right now. Low volume, high ticket, online, yep, just me. Let's just say just me for now. Current tech, little message spreadsheet sounds about right. Leads is the primary constraint because we're just starting out. And then let's say we are helping businesses sign new clients through Twitter outreach. Let's say we charge $3,000 setup fee and then charge $1,500 per every 15 calls booked. Now let's say our yearly revenue is 120K a year, so we're doing 10K a month. Yearly profit, let's just call it 50%. Let's call it 60,000 new customers per month. Let's say we are getting, let me run some quick math here real quick. All right, so here we just asked ChatGPT real quick. So I'm just saying like, hey, if our current yearly revenue is 120K and we charge 3K setup fee and then $1,500 upfront, assume a 30% churn rate. Honestly, for lead generation agencies, that might even be low because lead generation, especially starting out, churn is absolutely horrendous. Offer economics, so let's say we are getting 1.25 new customers a month. We're just gonna call it 2 customers per month. Current head count, just 1, save changes. There we go. So now that AI Alex Hormozi has our data, we are going to start up a new chat and we're gonna ask it the first question, which is about our offer. Hey, what's up, Alex? Can you build out an offer built specifically for cold outreach so that instead of landing 1.25 clients per month or 2 clients per month, I want to be landing 10 clients so I can actually scale my business? What's a good offer to actually do this for my service, given that my main acquisition channel is going to be Twitter outreach? All right, here we go. It gave us an answer. So it says to play performance Grand Slam offer for Twitter DMs. You don't need more hustle. You need an offer that's unfair in DMs. We're switching to a category of 1, pay for performance Grand Slam offer. It kills friction, specs responses, and makes you incomparable. All right, so let's see. It's called the 30-day Twitter pipeline sprint. Okay, we're promising 20 qualified shows in 30 days or your next month is free. So honestly, I like this pricing and I don't see a lot of people doing this. So rate of 100 or 150 per qualified show. So whichever is more. So you'd at least be making $1,000 a month. Essentially what this means is that you're either making $1,000 a month or more, right? Because $1,000 if you book less than 7 meetings, and it would be more than $1,000 if you book more, because 150 times 7, there we go, 1050. So the first 12 weeks, clean, aligned, and scalable. So honestly, I really like this because $1,000 for lead gen is honestly not bad at all. Risk reversal, if we miss 20 qualified shows in month 1, month 2 is free. Okay, so there's a little bit of that. Okay, let's both be aligned. Bonuses that boost likelihood of success. Sales script library and objection map. Okay. Tested show up sequences, CRM pipeline setup, and daily huddle for 2 weeks. Damn, okay. Call recording review with feedback that are straight value accelerators that okay? I like this a lot because here, obviously, when it comes to any lead gen, you're kinda at the mercy of your clients actually being good at closing, because you can put them on calls with the most qualified people ever, but if they don't close, they're not going to see ROI, and so they're not going to stay on for very long. And so offering call recordings, like sales call recordings, is going to be huge if you're good at sales and they're not, so you can actually kind of coach them through that so that they stay on for longer. Why this works, DM hook starters. Okay, so it's already giving us DM hook starters. Okay, so now we have our offer. So our offer is 20 qualified shows in 30 days, or next month is free. And we are charging either $1,000 a month or 150 per qualified show. So if you're booking 6 or less calls per month, it's going to be $1,000. If you're booking 7 or more, then it's just going to be 150 per qualified show, which honestly is super, super, super good compared to something like ads, where you're paying anywhere between like $300 to $500 per qualified show, if not more. Or honestly, it depends on who we're targeting, but that's typically where you're going to be. So this is honestly a pretty cheap cost per call. And there is a risk reversal guarantee where if we miss 20 qualified shows in month 1, month 2 is free. So green check for AI Alex Hormozi, because I think this is honestly going to work really, really well. And if you're thinking about starting this, or if you have a lead gen agency and you're maybe having trouble and you want to switch up your offer, this is something I'd recommend you do, because I think this will work really, really well. Okay, so now we can move on to question number 2. So question number 2 is we're going to have it build scripts for us. Hey Alex, I love the offer that you came up with. Can you build out 5 different script templates that I can shoot out via Twitter outreach to actually start getting clients for this offer? There we go. We're going to hit send, and now we're just going to wait for it to reply. All right, here we go. 5 proven DM scripts built for your performance offer. Use 2-step DMs. Honestly, like this a lot. This is typically what I run. Personalize, deliver big value fast, and ask a tiny yes. This is huge, okay? This is all we need. We just need a tiny yes to get our foot in the door. It says keep messages short. Follow up with urgency if ignored. Personalization plus big value fast is what gets strangers to engage. There we go. Good hooks equals clear call out plus implied value. Incentivize shows and keep the conversation moving with acknowledged compliment ask. I love this. All right, so script number 1 is going to be permission plus free work drop. DM 1, hey, first name, sorry, post on specific post. Quick one, can I write your first 10 DMs to book 20 qualified shows this month? Cool if I send 3 samples. I don't know if I'm super in love with this, honestly. Quick one. Okay, let's just go into the second one, proof risk reversal. And the reason I don't like this is because, like, hey, can I write your first 10 DMs to book 20 qualified shows this month? I feel like there's a little bit of a disconnect. It's like what's someone gonna do with the first 10 DMs, right? Like, how are 10 DMs gonna book 20 qualified shows? So I'm not super in love with this first one, or I think it's a little bit confusing. Probably won't work out too well. Proof and risk reversal. Hey, we booked 26 qualified shows in 28 days for your ICP, all from Twitter DMs. Want the exact flow. Now this I like. This I like a lot. I would probably just change up the CTA. So instead of saying want the exact flow, I'd say, can I shoot over a quick Loom video going over how we would do this for you, going over the strategy, or maybe just saying going over the strategy. Can I send over a quick Loom going over the strategy? But I like this a lot. I like this a lot. We booked 25 qualified shows in 20 days for, ideally, if this is a competitor, then that's even better. But since we gave it the kind of the context that we were an agency doing already 10K a month, that's why I think it's writing this this way, as if we already had case studies. Because if you're doing 10K a month, then you probably do have case studies already. And if not, you really should be working on those. If you don't have case studies, then you need to be doing work for free. So you have case studies, and then you can actually use those in your outreach, so you can actually start charging. So, okay, we do the outreach only pay per qualified show. If you miss target, next month's free. 15-minute fit check. I don't like the 15-minute fit check, but I like this. I like this. We do the outreach only pay per qualified show. If you miss target, next month's free. I like this as a follow-up. Want 3 screenshots per sequence so you can copy it. This is also a good follow-up, so I like this. Final notes to spot less. Okay, this I'm not super in love with, just because it'll, even if it's real scarcity, to me, it just screams fake scarcity. Again, even if it's real. So that's the only thing there. People will call you out on your BS. So I'd just be careful with that. But this has definitely been my favorite so far. Auto bribe. Oh, okay. Want me to score your last 20 tweets for DM ability and send top 5 hooks to your ICP for free? See, the thing is, I feel like this is a little bit confusing. Want me to score your last 20 tweets for DM ability? Like, what does DM ability mean? And send top 5 hooks tailored to your, I feel like this, to me, if I got this was like, oh, okay, this guy's just gonna like run an audit of my content. He probably wants to sell me content, which it isn't the case. So maybe I'm just not reading this correctly, but that's kind of what this seems like to me. So I'm not in love with this. Again, as of right now, number 2 is definitely winning. Voice note plus loom, I like this. Quick 45-second loom to show your DM show up close gaps. Okay. So DM show up close gaps. So essentially it's doing an audit of like this, of their sales process, essentially, if they're already doing DM. So that's the thing. If they're not running a DM funnel, then this really isn't going to be applicable at all. So unless you know for a fact, maybe this would be good if they send you a message first and then you see it and then you just hit them with this. Like, hey, I'm gonna send over a quick 45-second loom video going over how it would make your outreach better. I think that would work because you know that they're already running DMs. And so if you see that they're not doing a good job, then they're more likely to actually engage if you provided them with value. So this one, I guess it's very specific, but it's just a little bit confusing right off the bat. I feel like, because like this can get confusing, especially with the arrows. So again, number 2 is definitely winning. We booked 25. It'd be like, hey, first name, we booked 26 qualified shows in 28 days for ICP. All from Twitter DMs, want the exact flow. This I like. Because like, oh shit, okay, this is a bunch of qualified shows. And we're saying qualified shows, not just like calls. In 28 days, which is a short period of time. This is like almost a call a day, which is great for your ICP or your competitor, all from Twitter DMs. Want the exact flow. This is like, oh shit, I didn't know Twitter DMs worked so well. So I definitely really like this one. Now let's move on to number 5. Pick one free. Oh, I've never seen this style of outreach and I like it. I kind of dig it. Hey, first name, pick one free. 10 custom DMs for your ICP. Show up sequences that lifts by 3 case studies for scripts, which helps the most. Wow. Okay. This is an interesting one. I'm going to have to test this out because I really like this. And I haven't seen anyone run this sort of outreach, but it's like, hey, I have these 3 things. Which one's going to be the most valuable to you? So you are literally just being like, hey, I can help you out with all these things for free. Which one do you like? So I definitely test this one out. I think my favorite still by far is number 2, but the 5th one is, I think this could work. Honestly, like if someone sent me, I don't know, let's say I needed help with, I don't know, like YouTube or whatever. That's just kind of the first thing that came to mind. And someone was like, yo, can I shoot over, like which one, if someone said to me like, hey, pick one for free, a YouTube audit, a YouTube script, or YouTube thumbnail, I'd be like, oh shit, okay, this is great. So yeah, I think this would definitely work. And that's kind of how you want to frame it, or how you want to think about these messages, right? It's like, how I just thought about it was, which one would I actually reply to? I would reply to this one, and I'd also reply to this one, which is why I like them. And those are the only ones I'd send. So that's how you want to think about it whenever you're coming up with copy. Again, I think you can just kind of copy and paste these. These are going to work really well. I just add like, hey, first name and all that stuff. But that's how you want to think about it. If there's a DM that you are about to send, but you wouldn't reply to, then don't send it. Just save everyone the effort and do not send, okay? There we go. Follow-up rhythm. For follow-up rhythm, I typically just do the initial DM and then just one day later. All right, sweet. So now we have our offer. We have our scripts. We're going to test out these 2 different scripts. So we're going to test out number 5 and number 2. All right, and so now we're just going to ask it to find leads for us or to give us insights into how we should be looking for leads. Hey, Alex. Okay, so now we have an offer. We have scripts to send out. My favorite were number 2 and number 5. Now, can you give me some insight on who I should target and where I can find them on Twitter? All right, there we go. So now it's going to think a little bit. So I'll be back whenever it gives us the answer. All right, here we go. So it says 1 play, build a dream 500 list, agencies on Twitter, and attack. Okay, so I like this a lot. Who to target? Title, CEO, founder, owner, sometimes partner or head of growth. Signals, agency, done for you, we help. Okay, so this is great. So this is for what to have in bio, Calendly link in bio, tweets about pipeline, SDR, book calls, or hiring setters. Offer fit sells $3K to $50,000 packages, does sales calls, and tweets at least weekly, means they'll see DMs. Score 1 to 5 and hit 4s and 5s first. Lead scoring boosts ROI. Where to find them on Twitter? So follower graphs, fastest, pull followers from niche agency educators, growth, newsletters, and software used by agencies. Okay, so I like this, niche agency educators. So I like this. So this is what we're going to do here in a second. All right, here we go. Pull followers of niche agency educators. So this is probably what we're going to do. And it's super easy to do with Trippy. I'll walk you through it here in a second. Personalize on their latest post to spike replies. There we go. Bio and link filters. Use X advanced settings. Use X advanced search operators on desktop, bio agency, or done for you, or we help, or there we go. Add niche keywords, paid social, SEO, CXO, UGC, CMO as a service, build segments, not a blob. Then then DM with content, intent signals. There we go. Hiring setters, booking calls. Okay. List building process, do this weekly. Use software. Okay. By broker list, manually scrape in that order. Don't wait. Okay. Use software, by broker list, manual scrape in that order. You don't wait on perfect, you build the list and move. Okay, so this is key, right? And I'm gonna show you how to use software here in a second to not only build out the list, but then also to actually reach out to all these guys. Target 50 to 1,000 perfect fits, track replies. Okay, there we go. Messaging notes, use script number 2 and number 5 on your top 200 to keep messages short, segment by agency type or relevance. Okay, simple skills. All right, so now just to recap everything that AI Alex Hormozi has given us, it's given us an offer that's going to be really, really good because it's built specifically for cold traffic. Then we have scripts. And in the last question, it told us how to find our ideal audience and who we need to be reaching out to. And so now we're going to get everything set up on a software called Drippy.ai, where you not only can scrape leads just like Alex Hormozi instructed us to, but then you can also reach out to all your leads in a completely automated fashion. All right, here we go. So you're going to want to hit the first link down below in the description. There is a 7-day free trial to Drippy.ai. You can either hit start free trial, or if you already have an account, you can just hit sign in. All right, so the first thing we need to do is we need to find leads. Okay, so we're gonna hit leads, then we're gonna hit new lead source, then we're gonna go to lead scraper, and now we are going to select account source, and we're gonna follow what Alex Hormozi was saying. So if we go back to our chat here with Alex Hormozi, it's saying pull followers of niche agency educators. So what we can do here is we can just think about like, okay, if we're targeting agencies that are doing upwards of 30K a month, who are these guys going to follow? The first guy that comes to mind, I'm just going to open up Twitter, is Daniel Fazio. So Daniel Fazio right here runs Client Ascension and he runs Olympia. And he essentially coaches people on how to hit 10, 20, 30, 100K months through agencies. And so we're just going to copy his link and then we're going to add him in here. So we are following exactly what Alex Hormozi is saying by pulling followers of niche agency educators. So here we go. I'll teach you how to get clients with cold email at Client Ascension. Co-founder CMO at ListGet. There we go. So we're going to take all his followers and then we're also going to take everyone that he follows because he probably follows some pretty high quality individuals that are going to be good fits. Now we're going to hit next and now we can add the keywords that Alex Hormozi gave us. So we're going to go back into our chat and we're going to go in here, bio and filter. So we're going to filter by agency. We're literally just going to copy this. We're going to go bio contents. We're going to do word. We're going to copy agency. We are going to add more words. Done for you. There we go. Now we're going to add a phrase, which is we help. I'm just going to copy this, go back in here, we help. Let's see, what else can we add? Founder or CEO. We're going to do this. We're going to do founder. We're also going to do CEO. What else? Add niche keywords, paid social, SEO. We're going to do phrase. It's going to be paid social. And this is literally what it's giving us. Yeah. So we're going to do SEO. Let's see what else. What else? UGC, CMO. Okay, there we go. So we're just gonna keep it at that. We're gonna remove the last one because we didn't add anything. Now we're gonna hit apply. And now we can see that his 10,000 followers are now gonna go down to maybe, so 1.6K. So now we have 1.6 thousand people that follow or are followed by Daniel Fazio and have one of these keywords in their bio. So now this is gonna turn into our list of 500 to 1,000 perfect fits. What we can do to go one step further is it said somewhere around here, now I can't find it, that these guys are active. Yeah. So what we can do is number following, I'm just going to do over 500. Actually, I got that one mistaken. It's number followers. So at least more than 500 followers because that means that they're actually active. The reason you want to do this is because if people are active on Twitter, then they're actually more likely to reply. So there we go. 1.3 thousand people. It filtered out another 300 people, which is completely fine. Now we're going to hit next. And now we are going to give our lead source name. So we're just going to say demo and we're going to call this Daniel Fazio followers. Now we're going to save this. And now Drippy's actually going to start importing all the leads as you can see here in the import progress. And what you can do now is you can either just download this list and reach out to them manually, or if you stick around for the next 3 minutes, I'm going to show you how to set up an automation directly on Drippy so you can actually reach out to all these guys in a completely automated manner. So now what we're going to do is we're going to hit automation here on the left hand side. Now we're going to hit add new. We're going to select Cold DM 2.0. We're going to hit next. In the lead source, we are going to just look up. So we're just going to select the lead source that we just uploaded. Now we're going to hit next and we're going to select script personalizer. We're going to hit next once again. For context, we're just going to give the AI a little bit of context on what is that you do. In this case, we're a lead generation agency that helps businesses scale through Twitter outreach, right? Because that's the offer that we gave AI Alex Hormozi. And now we're going to go back into our Hormozi chat and we are going to look for the scripts that we actually wanted to run. So we wanted to run, it was number 2. Yeah. So here we go. So we're going to do this. Now we're going to say, hey, and then we're going to do first name. We booked 25 qualified 2020 for another agency, all from Twitter DMs. Want the exact flow. There we go, right? So we're gonna do that. Settings, we're gonna keep this as is. AI creativity, we can have low because this isn't using any AI. What you can also do is you can add a custom personalization. So you literally just hit that and then you just give it something like, hey, compliment, give this prospect a compliment based off of their last tweet. So you can do that and just have that be the prompt, and then you can insert that into your script. Now we're gonna skip this for now because this is the exact prompt that Hormozi gave us. So that's what we're gonna be running. We're gonna hit next. We're not gonna add any message variants. We will, however, add a follow-up one day later, and we're just gonna go back into our chat and we are just going to do this. We're gonna copy this. We're gonna paste that in there. We do the outreach, you only pay per qualified show. If we miss target, next month's free. We're gonna hit next. Now we're gonna schedule 10 messages per hour. We're gonna select these advanced settings. So skip previously contacted is gonna be turned on so that you're not reaching out to anyone that you've previously contacted. Auto follow is gonna be off. Auto like is gonna be off. Auto retweet, do not contact list is on. Prevent cross-account duplicates is on. AI language check, if you know for a fact that your ICP speaks English, for example, you can go ahead and add that filter. Location check, if you want to only reach out to people in the US, you can go ahead and do that by just selecting the United States right there. And then activity check. So here in our chat, it mentioned that these guys were active every week. We're just gonna do 10 days to be a little bit more lenient. We're gonna hit next. Now we're just gonna give our automation name. We're gonna call it demo YouTube. There we go. Now we're gonna select my account. We're gonna hit create, and now we're gonna start sending automated messages to our dream list of clients with the script that Hormozi gave us. And so this is surely going to be a great campaign. All right, and so that is pretty much it for today's video. We asked Alex Hormozi to run our outreach, and he gave us an irresistible offer. He gave us 5 different variants for scripts. He told us how to target people, and then we got everything set up on Drippy to send messages out on a completely automated basis. If you want to try out Drippy, first link down below the description will get you a 7-day free trial. And I'll leave you with this video here walking through what Alex Hormozi has to say about Twitter outreach. I appreciate you for watching, and I'll see you soon. Peace.